Oh, hi there! Didn't see you come in. Probably because I'm talking to a camera. You know, I'm just standing here in my Freddy Krueger sweater and my traditional Christmas meal, microwave popcorn in a pan on the stove. And I got to thinking to myself, I should give you guys a little Christmas treat this year. So, I went out to get myself a true holiday classic for us to riff on today. Unfortunately, I couldn't secure the rights to that, so instead we are getting the very first sound version of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, aptly titled Scrooge. Today we are joined in the Riff Theater by Will Wolfgram, who you might know as Jarris the Gunslinger, or Snowflame, or the guy who plays the physical body of Lord Vice because I'm too overweight. And of course, by Amethyst, the voice of Nimue and my prop maker. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this festive holiday tale of death, ghosts, and other unspeakable horrors. Ah, my favorite Christmas movie, the British Board of Film Censors.
Isn't this the one where at the end of the film the censors learn the true meaning of Christmas and decide to stop censoring work?
You know it.
So why is there a ghostly apparition of a book over other books?
Well, to avoid appearing racist, this movie's version of Marley is played by a book.
Behold! Hardcover binding! I'm pretty sure that's not the second page of the actual book.
We decided that the best way to adapt the book would be to just film a guy flipping through it page by page.
Ooh, art direction by James Carter of Mars.
Film editor, eh? Good to know there'll actually be editing at some point.
Que film, chalet.
Don't you mean wigs by Charles?
Close enough.
Hark the herald angels sing, this is really annoying.
It's hard to riff on just a book.
Then we fade, just take a look.
Why the fade right at that moment?
Please just end, this is a torment.
Oh wait, guys, it's a preface now.
That ends our song, let's take a bow.
Wait, there is another bit to it.
Geez, this movie is a piece of
Whoa!
shit.
Whoa, hey, wait, stop. Hey, come on, it's Christmas, you know? Come on, keep it appropriate.
Sorry.
A Mating Moose Christmas album.
Guys, ever since you started playing, people have been taking money away from charity.
So, this is the first sound version of A Christmas Carol, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, who's up for a silent version, eh?
Me.
Right on. Dear ghosts of Christmas, I was going to change my ways, but then I heard that awful music outside and decided that evil was the way to go.
Thrill as old-looking guys work on accounting.
Ugh, Kubrick films move faster than this.
Yeah, that's a nice trick, man, but those taxes aren't gonna amortize themselves.
Mary Catherine Gallagher, The Later Years.
Is it my line yet? What? Stall for time? Well, if you insist.
Hey, look, the plot is here!
Christmas to you too. Here, step out of the horrible soundtrack.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
No, it's Barnes and Noble. Who do you think it is?
Well, if it is quite convenient, I should like to speak with a member of the firm.
And that became the movie's catchphrase.
You wish to see me, I presume, sir?
Yes. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley's been dead these 7 years.
So, Mr. Marley.
Dead as a doornail. Died 7 years ago, this very night.
This Marley has ceased to be. He is an ex-business partner.
Thinking that you would have finished business for the day, but we failed to make anyone here.
That's not surprising. I'm the only person who lives there.
Woo, bachelor living.
Consequently, we have called here. At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it seems more than usually desirable to make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer terribly at this present time.
Scrooge looks so confused by this.
Poor people? What the hell is that? Some kind of potato?
Are there no prisons?
Well, yeah, but we already got their donation.
Yes, plenty of prisons.
The union workhouses are still in operation, eh?
They are still. I wish I could say they were not.
Forlorn, the treadmill are in full vigor then, eh?
Both very busy, sir.
Well, problem solved.
Thought from what you said that something had occurred to interfere with them in their useful course. Very glad to hear it, sir. Very glad to hear it.
Under the impression that they scarcely furnish Christmas cheer of mind and body for the multitude, some few of us are endeavouring to raise a fund to buy the poor of London meat and drink and means of warmth.
Pledge to our Kickstarter and receive a free tote bag.
When want is keenly felt, and abundance rejoices.
Now, what shall I put you down for?
A dead rat!
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, I see. You wish to be anonymous.
I wish to be left alone, sir.
We don't talk about 4chan
Since
here.
you ask me what is my wish, that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas. I can't afford to make a lot of idle people merry.
He can't afford a comb either by the looks of it.
We've just mentioned. They cost enough. People are badly off, they'd better go there.
Many can't go there. Many would rather die.
Well, if they'd rather die, they'd better do it. And decrease the surplus population.
Well, economically speaking, that would reset the supply and demand curve for labor.
Besides, excuse me, sir, I don't know that.
Wait, did someone say something before that?
Maybe they said it telepathically.
Or perhaps Scrooge is a million years old and is hearing things.
Mine occupies me constantly. Good evening, sir.
Allow me to express my regrets, sir, if I have said anything.
Good evening.
His top hat reminded him that he forgot to comb his hair.
I rode my bike to work today.
Wait a second, Scrooge casts no reflection! He's a vampire!
Ah, he's emptying out the litter box.
May I inquire, Mr. Cratchit, what you're doing with that shovel full of coal?
Ram it up your ass, you old.
What was that?
Yeah, put it on fire.
The outer office is intensely cold, and my fire...
Dear, your fire.
When we were married, it was our fire!
Yes, sir.
It shows symptoms of going out, and I thought I might venture to replenish it with a small quantity of coal.
Yeah.
Catchphrase!
Yeah, woo!
But you and I left apart. Oh, I see no help for it, sir. You don't pay for the coal, so you can afford to be reckless.
Reckless? What does he think the coal's gonna do? Run around with scissors?
You know that my interest is not your interest. Nor my welfare, your welfare. Get on with your work, sir. That'll keep you warm enough.
But sir, I'm an ice sculptor.
I'm not cold. Why should you be?
Because he has a pulse?
I'm your senior. By a great many years, I fancy.
I remember the entire 100 Years' War.
And all about a small shovel full of coal.
None of your mumbling, none of your mumbling.
Look who's talking.
Red rum. Red rum.
You have a wife and family to support, I understand.
Why don't you throw them on the fire?
How many children you got?
Around half dozen, sir.
Whoa, 6 kids? We should call him Bob Cratchit.
Can I afford a wife?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
I mean, no, sir.
Have I any children?
I don't know, sir.
Eh?
Well, it's hard to conceive at your age, sir.
How much am I constrained to pay you a week for your services?
15 shillings.
Be to your interest, sir, to see that you're worth it.
Well, sir, you called me over here.
Scrooge is a terrible manager. He keeps interrupting workplace productivity.
Yeah, they're never gonna get ISO 9001 certified at this rate. Yeah!
Suddenly that street band got decent.
Here, sir, deep-fried rat carcass for you.
A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle, and God save you.
Bah? He's a sheep?
Well, that's why he's warm. He's covered in wool.
I do mean it, sir. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then. What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Must have been hard for him to memorize all his lines.
How can I help being cross, sir, when I live in such a world of fools as this is? A Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you, sir? The time for paying bills without money.
My $5 footlong!
Time for finding yourself a year older? Not a penny richer. If I had my way, sir, every fool who goes about saying Merry Christmas should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of olive through his heart.
Ooh, that actually sounds delicious.
You keep Christmas your way. Let me keep it in mine.
Keep it, but you don't keep
Well,
it.
let me leave it alone then.
I'm Jewish, okay?
Much good has it done you? Much good will it ever do you?
It's the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut hearts freely.
Well, except for International Orgy Day,
Never put
but...
a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket. I believe it has done me good and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Here, here. Here, here.
Freebird! Freebird!
Mr. Cratchit, if I hear another word from you, you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation.
Could you just take Snooky instead?
Quite a powerful speaker, sir. No wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
I'll see you...
In hell!
Why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
And for the tax break.
I fell... Good evening.
But you never came to see us before that happened. Why give that as a reason for not coming now?
Good evening, sir.
Scrooge just realized that he could have gotten married for the tax break, too.
You won't be disappointed, will you?
We've never had a quarrel to which I've been party.
Except for the many, many quarrels we've had since I entered this room.
Well, I'm sorry with all my heart to find this a relative. But I've made the trial in homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Yeah.
Shut up, Cratchit.
You're a noisy devil, that's what you are, sir.
Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit.
And the same to you, sir, and many of them. And not forgetting your good lady, Mrs. Fred.
Thank you, Cratchit.
So Scrooge's nephew is named Fred. Fred?
I smell children.
No! Zombies! Zombies!
Ah!
Cratchit, I found some fuel for the fire.
The 19th century version of Ring and Runners.
Closing time. One last call for loan payments, so finish your ledgers and books.
Always ready and willing to quit your work, I notice.
It's 7 o'clock, sir.
That clock's fast.
But you're the one who said it.
Well, I suppose you'll want all day off tomorrow, eh?
Well, sir, if it's quite convenient.
It isn't convenient. It isn't fair.
Oh yeah, I mean, look how booming this place is. It's like Black Friday up in here.
Mightily ill-used, I'll be bound, wouldn't you? Don't think I'm ill-used, do you? And I have to pay a whole day's wages. No work.
I think it's hard for him to be a sentient lump of dirt and mud.
That's a pretty excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
Every 20th of December? Go home, Scrooge, you're drunk.
Suppose you've got to have it. Yeah, there's the key.
Welcome aboard the TARDIS or something. God, I loathe you.
Earlier, next morning.
Good night, sir. And a Merry Christmas.
Bah, humbug.
Good Lord, this town is foggy. It makes Silent Hill look like Lazy Town.
His hat sale business isn't going very well.
Well, this scene perked right up.
There's nothing like a murky, gray, barely visible Christmas.
Ooh, the Swedish judge is gonna dock him some points for that fall.
Whoa, look at him go!
Yep, now we can call him Bob Crotch Rocket.
The traditional Christmas accordion.
Even in this century, people clamor for a Turbo Man doll.
A Merry Christmas, sir.
Scrooge is just trying to turn that into a meme.
I guess we made the closing time joke a little soon.
Well, it's 10 a.m. somewhere.
Oh, hey, there's the lynch mob for Scrooge.
Merry Christmas to you, my boy.
Thank you, sir. Same to you, sir.
Man, I knew people were poor back then, but is he selling fire?
No, sir.
Da-da-da, turkey and twig salesman!
How do you do?
Good evening.
Audience, we decided this adaptation of A Christmas Carol sucks, so instead here's an adaptation of Pride and Prejudice.
I see one of Dracula's brides got invited to the party.
Get out of this.
So wait, Scrooge closed up shop, but every other store in England is having all-night sales?
That's good aftershave.
And now we're in Abbott and Costello meet Scrooge. What the hell is going on?
Yes, that is good aftershave.
Clean? You call this clean?
Yeah.
Well, it is.
What the hell was
hell?
that? Slept with a fish? What? Fish?
Here, have the stuff I found behind the radiator.
And now back to our story, already in progress.
Hi. Tell them to stop that noise.
Hey, stop that noise!
I could have done that.
My lord, will you make your speech now, or will you let the ladies and gentlemen continue to enjoy themselves?
Well, first I think you should figure out who the hell I am and what this has to do with the Christmas Carol.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ernest Borgnine!
Ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor of London.
The Lord Mayor of London?
My lords, ladies and gentlemen,
Has anyone seen the plot?
His Majesty, the Queen.
Guys, the Queen's the other way. You're saluting a wall.
Man, it's a good thing they included this scene of people singing God Save the Queen. I always thought that was sorely lacking in other adaptations.
Land of the Pilgrim's Pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
America! Woo!
Even Scrooge is confused by just what the hell that scene was.
Now the streets are deserted.
So everyone just sings God Save the Queen and then goes home? That's how Christmas in England works?
Apparently.
What the devil are you doing? Frightening people out of their wits.
Yeah, you can tell how scared he was by how not scared he was.
And he's hit by a bus.
Bela Lugosi!
Hey, look at the names. Does this mean they used to live together?
Now we know what really got in the way of Scrooge's marriage to Belle.
Ah, ghostly apparition. Weird. I wonder what's on CBS tonight.
Hey, my shotgun trap didn't go off.
Man, Scrooge is really taking his time here. By now, all my clothes would be off on my way to the sofa.
Getting quite the spotlight effect from that candle.
Ah, the piano's attacking me!
Ha! I've defeated you, piano.
Want a piece of me too, nightstand? Eh?
Rorschach!
You betrayed me too, Drapery? Fine, I'll take you all on.
Ah, humbug.
Hey, I set that April Fool's trap months ago!
Wait, is that a plastic bucket in 1840s England?
Ah, the ghosts of Christmas work in mysterious ways.
Ah, so he's gonna change out of his dirty, tattered rags into some dirty, tattered rags.
Why is that cameraman following me? Humbug!
Wow, with all the action and talent on screen right here, it's hard to believe this didn't win an Oscar.
Hell? Did he try to start the fire with his mind?
Ah, day-old gruel I left out in my living room. Yum!
Candygram.
I didn't order any candy.
That Belle's having a hell of a party. Woo! Headbang!
Bells in stereo!
Someone really wants to deliver that pizza.
No, I don't want any damn Girl Scout cookies!
Wow, the ringing runners have become ninjas.
How many doorbells does he have?
Protect me, commemorative plate!
Someone shot him!
And for the rest of the movie, he'll be acting entirely with his eyeballs.
Oh, it's just that ghost from Paranormal Activity.
Look well, Ebenezer Scrooge, for only you can see me.
And that helps the rest of us how?
Much.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you?
Your papa, Uncle Marley.
In life. Why do you trouble me?
I implore you for a
Required
better
of
effect.
everyone, that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death.
It is condemned to ring people's bells and open doors annoyingly.
Beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hall. So I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger.
Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
You are fettered.
Ah, this is where Clint Eastwood got it from.
I wear the chain I forged in life.
Seriously, I'm totally wearing a chain. I didn't just add that sound effect in post or anything because I am so totally here.
Would you know the weight and length of the coil you bear yourself?
Speak words of comfort to me, Jacob Marley. Speak words of comfort.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
I'm here to warn you, to save you if that be possible.
To warn. To save me.
What, is that echo in here?
From what?
From such a fate as mine, to wander through the world and witness what I cannot share, but might have shared on earth, and turn to happiness.
So they spent a huge budget on a large cast singing God Save the Queen, but they couldn't afford a single guy wrapped up in chains to sit in a chair?
Mankind should have been my business. Charity, forbearance, benevolence, all were my business.
Well, that's in my mail order catalogs.
Yours. Now heed me, for my time is short. You will be haunted by three spirits. Without their visit, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread.
When you get right down to it, this is basically just a chain letter.
Visions of a Christmas past, a Christmas present, and a Christmas yet to come.
And a Christmas about 3 Wookiees.
Expect the first when the clock strikes midnight tonight.
11 o'clock Central Time.
Marley!
You need cab fare?
Look to see me no more.
Not that you could see me in the first place.
Wow, this actually would be really frightening and mysterious if we could actually see something.
Oh geez, gonna need extra booze tonight.
Hey, voice-activated windows.
Wow, the same nothing from before.
The director's vision. Just repeat the same motions over and over.
Naked time! Oh, beautiful! That was
Amazing.
wonderful,
Amazing.
wonderful,
Brilliant.
totally necessary, totally needed that.
Oh god, it's so drunk.
And all's well, with clock, and all's well.
This has been a test of the emergency town crier system.
Scrooge just realized that he needs to pee, but he doesn't want to get out of bed.
Well, that dilemma's solved.
I am the spirit of Christmas past.
You are now sterile.
I am here to show you the things that have been.
When a Facebook timeline gains sentience.
Beyond the gulf of vanished years.
money is due and must be paid.
But, sir, that's impossible.
So the years long past means like last year.
Steps to recover it.
But, sir, you must see that if...
That is the way I conduct my business.
That's how things work here at Douchebags Incorporated.
You don't mean sell us up?
That is precisely what I do mean.
Take him to Detroit.
I couldn't work in the hospital.
Mr. Scrooge, I beg of you.
Good day.
You'll wear that candy striper uniform and like it.
Can't do this. You can't be so unjust.
Give us a little more time. A week.
Please.
I'm not listening. La 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 la.
Bad call, Scrooge. Now they're gonna put a curse on you so you get dragged to hell.
This feather tastes delicious.
So how's business, honey?
Oh, Bill. I didn't hear you come in.
So it is true.
You did cut out part of my coat to make a toupee.
You're a man without pity, without remorse, who weighs everything in the scale of profit and loss.
Bill!
I heard. I couldn't help you.
What? Can you speak up? The soundtrack is too loud.
Went to this counting house. I should be in the bankruptcy court within a year. And as for that couple who've just gone out, well, set your mind at rest about them. Worthless, shiftless pair. Had my good money. Now want to avoid paying it back.
Didn't catch a word of that. Try mumbling louder.
Your good money.
Paid for this fur coat.
They asked you for a little breathing space, a little time in which to pay. That was all.
Enough of this, Bill. I'm ready to make allowances for your feelings as a woman.
Men's rights activists. The early days.
Affairs alone. When you marry me, I shall insist.
You're giving up your Green Lantern ring?
Leave of your senses.
I've tried hard not to believe what they've said about you. I'd give anything not to believe it now. But the evidence of my own eyes and ears, I must believe.
This one single incident has proven that you are completely without compassion.
And one passion only engrosses you. Gain.
What then? Even if it were so, I'm not changed towards you.
You are changed. Changed in every way.
The horrible aftermath of extreme makeovers.
Contracts an old one, made when we were poor and content to be so.
It was great to be hungry and cold all the time.
Alone in the life you've chosen. But
Alone? Nonsense! I'm not alone! I've got Tumblr!
I could have sold that ring for so much money.
Now look and see the happiness you have missed.
I don't know, he still looks pretty miserable.
Not so much the ghost of Christmas past as much as the ghost of parallel timelines.
And they devour her.
Wow, Scrooge looks so much better in this timeline.
In this timeline, he has like 24 kids. Are we sure this was the better option for him?
Well, I guess Crotchet used to be his nickname.
Here, have all this candy I stole.
Oh, by the way, Bill, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Oh, who was it?
Was it a better husband than you?
How can I? I don't know. It wasn't Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge it was.
He's even more miserable and terrible without you.
Not shut up, and there was a candle inside. I could scarcely help see him. His partner's on the point of death, I hear.
Ever since he drank that invisibility serum.
Alone. Quite alone in the world, I do believe.
Let us celebrate how not alone we are.
Spirit, I cannot bear it.
Metamucil's kicking in.
I told you these were the shadows of the things that have been, that they are what they are.
But it doesn't make any sense. What about my childhood? What about my relationship with my father and sister?
That wasn't important.
Yes, it was. I was already an asshole by this point. What about Fezziwig and first meeting Belle?
Look, we're on a tight budget here. It's either your tragic past or a kid getting slapped with a fish. We can't have both.
And then the grudge girl gets him.
Well, movie's on fire. Better cancel it.
Brian Blessed!
Come in,
Mr. Fingal!
better man. I am the ghost of Christmas present.
I am also the ghost of pork roasts.
You have never seen the like of me.
Well, I saw Jodan Baker once.
Have never walked forth with the younger members of my family. Meaning, I am very young. My elder brothers, born in those later years.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Spock.
I'm afraid I have not. Have you many brothers, Spirit?
Here, cameraman, have a turkey leg.
More than 1,800.
All right, Spirit, drink down that pudding.
Family to provide for.
Spirit, conduct me where you will. Already I have been forth under compulsion and learned a lesson which is working now.
That lesson being, thank God I didn't have 3 dozen kids.
We profit by it.
Touch my robe,
Pull my finger.
and you shall see how your poor clerk, with his paltry 15 shillings a week, which you so grudgingly dole out to him, keeps Christmas.
No.
Touch my robe.
Oh, thank God he said robe.
High five!
No, not that part, you fool! You've doomed us all!
Up, you tiny Tim.
This is exactly what happened at the end of the Packers-Vikings tie game.
We hate crippled children!
Burn the crutches!
Oh, hey, an early appearance by the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
A boat!
It's either a toy boat or food, Timmy.
That one.
He's hoping to go sailing on it and bring back fish.
We've been outside the baker's.
They've been outside the bacon?
I heard clean the bacon.
Oh, what has ever got your precious father then?
He'd better not be buying a toy boat.
And your sister Martha was as late last Christmas by half an hour. Mother! Oh, bless your heart, my dear.
Meal ticket! I mean, Martha! You'll marry someone rich and get us out of this hellhole, won't you?
No.
We had a deal of bonnets to finish up last night and had to clear away this morning.
Well, never mind, as long as you are. Come. Come and sit before the fire, my dear, and get it warm.
No, here's Martha. Quick, hide!
A cunning disguise.
Here we are.
Nobody's hiding behind the door.
And where's our Martha?
She's, not coming.
Not coming?
Oh, thank God, we didn't have nearly enough food to go around. I thought we were going to have to stuff the goose with sawdust.
Yes, Martha dear, here I am.
Oh, you're here. That's great, honey. I'd better go find some more sawdust.
You can stop touching me now.
Just keep on looking.
That'll be the goose.
Oh, self-delivering goose.
Fetch it in.
Oh, but you're cold. Come and sit down and warm a bit.
Ah, the traditional Christmas ass slap.
And how did Tiny Tim behave?
as good as gold.
But not as useful.
Somehow he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest things you ever heard.
He thinks internet reviewing will take off. Ha!
That he hoped that the people in the church saw him, because he was a cripple. And that it might be pleasant for them to remember, upon a Christmas day, who made lame beggars walk and blind see.
Guilt people into religion.
But he's growing stronger. Yes, growing strong and hearty.
Soon we can put him to work too.
But I'm afraid.
No, seriously, stop touching me.
Yay! The movie's halfway done!
There never will be such a
Grace!
For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
Damn, it's hard to cut into this plastic goose.
And its flavor will, I know, surpass my utmost expectations. With the mashed potato and the apple sauce.
We'll cheer for anything! Yay!
That we shall remember until our dying day.
Our dying days!
Yay!
Why is there a bullet in mine?
Delicious. That's the best goose we ever had, Mother.
Yes, indeed. Oh, yes. Oh, I've eaten too much.
Well, we're not going to hear that again for a while.
Haven't eaten at all.
You've been here for 4 hours. What the hell am I supposed to be learning?
Laugh. I envy them.
God, that goose looked good.
My dear, regarding the momentous question, pudding.
You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat!
You look pale, my love, and nervous.
I am nervous, my dear, and anxious about that pudding.
That pudding could explode at any moment.
I'll go and fetch it.
Let me come and help too, Mother.
You shall, my darling.
This sooner erupts into a song and dance number of cleaning the dishes, just like in The Hobbit.
You know, I'm anxious about that pudding.
The true meaning of Christmas, pudding.
Well, it's a lovely used diaper, but what about the pudding?
You know, your mother's been gone a long time. Supposing the pudding has broken in turning it out.
What?
Or supposing that somebody has got over the back wall and stolen it.
Pudding theft was a huge problem in 1840s England.
Just pour some more gravy on that pudding.
It was either get a pudding or pay the electrical bill. Guess which one won out?
A Merry Christmas to us all, my dear.
God bless us, everyone.
Yeah, God bless us or whatever. I don't even care.
I should have stolen that pudding.
I just had the same thought.
Tell me that Tiny Tim will live?
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved.
He totally got better and moved to a different spot.
In the future, the child will die.
But he will be delicious.
Tell me that he'll be spared.
If he is like to die, had he not better do it and decrease the surplus population?
Oh, sure, throw that in my face.
Man, if man you be in heart, not adamant,
Not adamant. I don't think Scrooge can sing that well.
until you have discovered what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live, when men shall die?
The ghost of Christmas Gandalf.
Maybe that in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
A brief hiccup in time
No.
there.
I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon.
I'd especially want some Ghost of Christmas to bring him along. We'd both whoop his arse.
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, on which one drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge.
I heard that.
Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear Christmas Day.
Your husband is getting his pay docked.
For your sake and the day's, not his. He'll be very merry and very happy, I've no doubt. Here's Mr. Scrooge's health.
No more vacation days.
Mr. Scrooge's health. Mr. Scrooge's health.
Mr. Scrooge's health.
I've canceled his 401k.
Chug it! Chug it! Chug it!
And now Tiny Tim will sing to us.
Yes, I do sing. What shall I sing? Hark the heralding. Yes, hark the heralding.
In a quarter vida, baby, don't you know that I love you?
The newborn King, peace on earth and mercy nigh of.
Wow, Tiny Tim suddenly got a full chorus behind him.
Come now and see how others keep Christmas.
They keep it with shadow puppets, apparently.
Oh, he's really making out with her nose there.
Glory to a slow panning.
Any minute now, Godzilla's gonna step in and start smashing this model city.
This is God. I added that slide whistle in because this film needed a pick-me-up.
Meanwhile, somewhere, a lighthouse shines.
Merry Christmas to you. And a Merry Christmas to you.
Weren't we supposed to be doing something? Manning the lighthouse or something?
No, let's just get drunk.
Where the hell is that lighthouse? Worst Christmas ever!
Ha! You all have to work when I can just sit up here and get drunk.
Oh crap, that was my heart medication.
The aristocrats.
And he said Christmas was a humbug.
That punch is 80% alcohol by volume.
Oh, he's a comical old fellow, and that's the truth. He isn't so pleasant as he might be. Well, his offences carry their own punishments, and I've nothing to say against him.
But surely he's very rich. At least you've often told me so.
Well, what of that, my dear? His wealth...
Hear me!
He doesn't do any good with it.
He can't make himself comfortable with
He
it.
hasn't even the satisfaction of thinking that he's ever going to benefit us with it.
That Christmas tree is 100% pure cannabis.
Well, I've no patience with your Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. And here, he's taken it into his head to dislike us, and he won't even come and dine with us.
Refusing to dine with people he doesn't like. What a weirdo.
Riddle! Good. I'll ask you one. What does the following represent? An animal.
A dung beetle.
Well, a disagreeable animal.
A pissed off dung beetle.
An animal that grunts and growls and talks and lives in London.
And walks the streets.
Yes.
And isn't even made a show of.
No. Doesn't have embroidery. No. Isn't a horse. No.
Not cow.
No. Not a dog. Who?
Dude, it's not that funny.
And they all burn to death. The end.
Oh my god, we're in hell!
Man, Mola Ram really let himself go.
Oh god, the spiders!
That was my darkest vision yet.
Does this bug you? I'm not touching you.
You call these bed curtains?
Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen.
Except for Phil Spector. That guy's scary.
Show me shadows of the things that have not been, but will be.
You're going to show me better versions of this story?
And as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you
a son.
company.
X-Chank? The hell's an X-Chank?
I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead. Where did he die?
Isn't it great that cocaine hasn't been outlawed yet?
I thought he'd never die. Heaven knows. What's he done with his money? Left it to his company, perhaps.
Scrooge died and became a load-bearing pillar.
Very well, how are you? So old Nick has got his own at last.
He's got his own knickers at last? Well, I suppose that's a good thing. Who are we talking about again?
Oh, I've got something else to think about.
I do not see myself in my accustomed place. Where am I?
That's what I'd like to know. Are you the shadow? Are you the guy inside the shadow? Where are you?
Well, he's at the X-Chank.
What's that say up there? Bajo dealer?
Bajo dealer? X-Chank. 1840s England had a real signage problem.
Hello, I've got sacks for sale.
Oh, so that's what a bajo is.
Looks like Popeye's fallen in hard times.
Okay, we've got a better look. Fedjo dealer?
That didn't answer any questions!
Hello, is this the audition for the ugliest hag in London?
That it be, dearie, that it be.
Looks like competition's gonna be pretty stiff this year.
Hello, is this the audition for the ugliest hag in London pageant? Well, you don't have to be rude about it.
Let the charwoman alone to be the first.
Let the laundress alone to be the second.
And let the undertaker's man alone to be the third.
Remember the good old days when it wasn't illegal to ransack a corpse?
We haven't all three met here without meaning it.
You couldn't have met in a better place.
Here at the Fedjo dealer.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Yes, ladies, come out of that filthy chamber and into this filthy chamber.
Don't stand there staring as if you were afraid, woman. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like this?
So the lesson the Ghost of Christmas Future is trying to convey is be a better person or people will steal your stuff?
Go and let me know the value of it. I ain't afraid to be the first, nor afraid for them to see it.
Okay, what have we got here? Oh my god, it's a bunch of bloody teeth!
Ooh, pipeweed.
Ha! 17-year-old jelly babies, how ashens!
Tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row.
I wouldn't give another sixpence.
Now mine, Joe.
eBay was weird in the 1840s.
Well, hey, it's been a while since we heard the movie's catchphrase.
8 shillings. I always give too much to ladies. It's a weakness of mine.
Oh yeah, this guy's just the ultimate player of the 1840s.
Now undo my bundle, Joe.
Oh god, don't undo your bundle!
Bed curtains.
Ah, bed curtains.
So wait, Scrooge doesn't recognize his own bed curtains?
Considering how poorly lit this whole thing is, it's hard to say if these are people or sentient moles.
To make your fortune, and you will certainly do it.
Here, don't drop the oil on the blanket.
His blankets.
Whose else's?
See, here are the stains from his evacuation.
Without them, I dare say.
Hope he didn't die of anything catching.
Oh, don't you be afraid of that.
Unless you can catch getting stabbed 17 times.
Through that shirt until your eyes ache and you won't find a hole in it. It's the best he had. It'd have been wasted if it hadn't been...
The director's vision, filming this one guy through a pinhole.
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. I took it off him. Calico's just as becoming to the body. He couldn't have looked uglier than he did in that one.
And we're certainly the experts when it comes to being ugly.
And a Merry Christmas was had by most.
And she suddenly realized it wasn't that funny.
The end of it, you see? He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive, to profit us when he was dead.
I see.
Well, I'm glad somebody sees. Turn on a light for God's sakes.
This unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now.
The Ghost of Christmas Shadow Puppets.
What is that?
It looks delicious.
Is this the man they spoke of?
Put two and two together, numbnuts.
Neglected. Robbed. Hated.
Smelling like cabbage.
Can you not show me some tenderness connected with death?
What? I just showed you how happy those people were that you died.
That poor pudding. It only had 3 days to retirement. Even after all these years, I still can't get over it. Well, on the plus side, they've got more firewood now.
I don't know why this scene is so glum. That's pretty much how my Christmases go.
And he took a child and set him in the midst of them.
Jeez, the story of Job was more uplifting than this.
With Tim out of the way, I finally have time to knit. Oh God, I have to redo this row!
Color hurts my eyes. Makes me weep by candlelight.
Oh, hey, evidence that this film was only lit by a candle.
When he comes home from work. Must be near his time. Past it, rather.
I think he walks a little slower than he used these last few evenings, Mother.
Yes. I've known him walk with...
I'm sorry, I screwed up the take. Should we redo... What? Keep going.
So have I, often. And so have I. But he was very light to carry. And his father loved him so it was no trouble. No trouble.
Bob just doesn't play hopscotch like he used to.
Yeah, it's more like shuffle scotch now.
There's your father at the door.
Wait, he doesn't have a key to his own house?
Well, my dear.
Well, Father.
Well, my dear, you have been quick.
You've already finished stuffing and mounting Tim.
Sunday. You went today then, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I've seen where our tiny Tim is to rest.
Right next to the pudding. God rest its soul.
Greener place.
I'll miss that pudding. Oh, and our son too, I suppose.
Oh, you'll see it often. I promised him that we would walk there of a Sunday.
I promised we'd obsess over our dead son and neglect our other children.
Time to head to Father's crying dome.
You know, it's tragic and all, but the Cratchits should take some consolation in knowing their flat was just voted murkiest hovel in Victorian London by Bitter Homes and Slums magazine.
Well, that's enough grieving for me today.
Here's Johnny.
Man, that candle's putting off a hell of a shadow there.
Wait a second, they still have the body?
Well, yeah. Do you think we were joking about him getting stuffed and mounted?
My little child.
Really, Spirit? Really?
Just keep still, Tim. I think he's buying it.
I'm gonna turn you into a ventriloquist dummy.
Tiny Tim,
I always hated you.
thy childish essence was from God.
And cut! Beautiful editing.
I met Mr. Scrooge's nephew today, and he said to me, I'm heartily sorry for you, Mr. Cratchit.
But I can't extend that loan.
Sorry for your good wife. Though how he knew that, I don't know.
You what, my dear?
Why, that you were a good wife.
I'm not having an affair. I mean, more tea.
Well observed, my boy. And he said, if there's any service that I can do for you, pray come to me.
So we asked him to paint the entire
It
house.
almost seemed as though he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us. And I'm sure we shall none of us forget him, nor this first parting there has been among us.
Never.
You're talking about the pudding, right?
Of course, we'll never forget the pudding. Oh, and that boy in the other room. What was his name? Steve?
He was, although he was but a little child. We shall not quarrel easily among ourselves.
Up yours, old man!
And forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No, Father.
I'm very happy. Very happy.
So happy.
Now, Spirit, tell me what man that was whom we saw lying dead.
That was Tiny Tim. Haven't you been paying attention at all?
Here lies film pacing.
Rest in peace, proper lighting.
Godspeed seems to have a point.
For I draw nearer to the stone at which you point.
Wait, the spirit is pointing? Where the hell is he?
He got replaced by Marley during that last scene transition.
Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Ebenezer Scrooge!
Somewhere, a gopher turns around dramatically.
Am I that man who lay upon the bed?
Pillsbury Doughboy.
No, Spirit, no. I'll not be the man I was. I'll not be the man I must have been but for this intercourse. Why show me this if it is all too late?
Because I'm a dick.
Tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to...
Now I'm going to show you a few shadow puppets. Let me know what you think. This is a turkey. No,
Wait, I can't quite get it. Come on, I could do this earlier.
Spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. No, no.
I don't want to go to school today, no!
Oh, thank God, I'm still in my filthy room in my filthy rundown house.
I will live in the past, the present, and the future. Oh, Jacob Marley.
Marley, I'm going to live inside you most of all!
Praised for this. I thank you. On my knees, I thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Marley, for telling me about ghosts that were going to come anyway.
No, they're not torn down.
They're encrusted with my bodily fluids, but they're not torn down.
Scrooge, this is the police. You're under arrest for trespassing in numerous houses.
Would have been maybe this spell. They will. They will. Yeah, they will. They will.
Wait, what happened to all the doorbells?
Marley probably broke them on his way out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ugliest hag in London!
Woo, yeah!
Woo! Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm as happy as a sandboy. I'm as merry as an angel. I'm as giddy as a drunken man.
I'm nutty as a fruitcake!
Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year to all the world.
And heart attack.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the saucepan that the girl was in.
Here's my chamber pot. Merry Christmas!
I noticed that the maid has quickly stepped away.
It's all right. It's all true. It all happened. Oh, hooray!
And now the heart attack leads into a stroke.
The sun's going supernova. It's wonderful.
Hey, boy! Hey, a Merry Christmas!
Bah humbug, you blowhard!
Day, isn't it?
Why, of course!
I knew I hadn't missed it. Oh, the spirits have done it all in one night.
I'll get the straitjacket.
Hey, do you know the poulterer at the corner of the street next but one?
I should hope I did.
An intelligent boy, a remarkable boy.
He knows local geography. How intelligent!
Jacket that they had hanging there?
It'll be hanging there now.
Well, you go and buy it.
Walker!
Did he just call him a wanker?
You go and buy it and bring it back here, and I'll tell you where to take it. And you come back with a man, and I'll give you a shilling. You come back in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown.
But what good will that do, sir? Won't it fall off my head?
Go on, hurry up, hurry up. I'm going to send it to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. He won't know where it comes from.
He'll come to question reality and all of existence.
It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. He's not dead, you know. He's not dead.
I didn't kill him. You can't prove anything.
Time for my bath.
Time Life presents Music to Shave To.
Let me in! Scrooge has gone crazy!
It's almost like a store is closed on Christmas or something.
And Scrooge is so shaky that he cuts his own throat while shaving and bleeds out. And the world and everyone he knows never learned that he had a change of heart. The end!
I didn't know this song had lyrics. Hey, 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 hey!
What is it? What is it?
Shop shop. Can't make anyone hear.
Oh, that won't do. I've got to have that turkey.
Burn down their store and take the turkey, child.
Wait a minute. You
You go get me my overcoat and hat.
By the way, who are you?
I shan't be long. Then go to the box room and get me out my best clothes.
His best clowns?
Here's a shilling, now shut up!
Oh God, stop that! This is a family movie!
Does he live over the shop?
Yes, sir.
Oh God, my eye!
Christmas. Have you sold that prize turkey of yours yet?
I'm
The big one, I
bleeding!
mean. Now!
Now sod off, I'm going to hospital.
The kid laughs like Scott Farkas.
What is it? What's to do? I want that big turkey of yours. Bring it round to my place at once. My friend will show you the way.
Sold one turkey, down an eyeball. Oh, that's about even.
Hello, Molly. Merry Christmas.
He's fully embraced the madness now.
Here's the part where this woman turns into underdog.
Ah, that's nice.
Have a starburst!
A Merry Christmas.
Oh. Oh.
And he finally combs his hair! It's a Christmas miracle!
The kid must have eaten a jelly donut on the way over.
I don't know, this scene of the doctor putting on his new outfit just doesn't work for me.
I don't like this new version of Willy Wonka.
You can't carry that to the Cratchits. You'll have to have a cab. There you are, my boy. There's the address. There's the money.
And the kid dumps the address in the snow, keeps the money, and eats the turkey himself.
The hell?
Ah, Merry Christmas, my dear.
Thank you, sir. The same to you.
Wait, I was soliciting you!
Ah, good day, gentlemen. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you succeeded yesterday. Mr. Scrooge. Yes, that's my name. I'm afraid it's not a very pleasant one for you, but will you allow me to ask your pardon? And would you be good enough to put me down?
Don't put your tongue in my ear. Ew!
Bless my soul, my dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious? A round 100.
Yes, not a farthing less, not a farthing less. I'm afraid there are many back payments included in it.
My dear Mr. Scrooge.
You come round and see me? You will come round?
We will.
Thank you.
Haha, we won't.
Thank you. Bless you, gentlemen. Bless you.
Who's that won't come and dine with you? Uncle Scrooge!
Did they talk about anything at this party except Scrooge?
What did you have for dinner last night?
Scrooge!
Well, I think he'll lose a very good dinner.
Now it's my turn to ring and run.
Hey, that's not running.
Is your master in, my dear?
This is actually an S&M club.
Can I see him, my love?
He's in the dining room, sir. I'll show you in.
He knows me.
I'll just invite myself in. Take my hat, surplus population.
You sit there. Here, Paddy.
Fred.
Bless my soul, who's this?
It's that man we've been mocking all day.
Your Uncle Scrooge.
McDuck.
I've come to dinner.
You might want to help out that guy in back who's choking.
Can't be. Will I? A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle.
Get out!
Come in. Come in and join us.
Welcome, Uncle. And
A Merry Christmas.
Thank you, my dear. A Merry Christmas to you all.
We've secretly replaced their normal Scrooge with Folger's crystals. Let's see if they notice.
Oh God, your tree is singing! There's a demon in it! Get the axe!
Just have a seat while we get your brain medicine.
I like soup!
Nothing like a cream cheese loaf.
2 hours later.
You'll be late for the office, Bob. It's nearly 9 o'clock. You promised Mr. Scrooge you'll be earlier than usual this morning.
So I did.
Dress me, my servants. This is why we had you.
Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my darling.
Oh wow, Dad's really getting mugged out there.
Scrooge spent the rest of his life only waiting for Christmas to come around.
I could strangle the old man right now. Let's see, get some piano wire.
2 credit, sir?
2 credit hurt? The hell?
What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I'm an imp.
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
I think you are, sir. I think you are.
It's only once a year, sir. It shan't be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
So I tell you what it is, my fine fella. I'm not going to stand it any longer.
I declare war on Christmas.
And therefore, I'm going to raise your salary.
Sir, you must be joking.
I am! You're fired!
I'm going to raise your salary, and as for tiny things, I'll be a second father to you.
But, sir, I don't really want you near my son.
Too bad I'm his father now.
Make haste your family, Bob. They'll be wanting you today, Bob. They'll be wanting you today. A Merry Christmas, Bob. A Merry Christmas. My good fellow, and I've given you for
Oh
many
God,
years.
is he coming on to me?
Go on now. Go on.
Wow, I guess he really is fired.
Merry Christmas to all the world. Happy New Year to everyone. God bless us all. God bless us everyone.
Unfortunately, because Scrooge didn't salt in front of his store, Bob Cratchit slipped and fell. The resulting lawsuit bankrupted Scrooge, and as we see here, he ended up living in the stairwells of churches. Merry Christmas!
Belle? Is that you? My God, the years have not been kind to you at all, have they?
Wait a minute, there's more than half of the book left.
Was there more that happened after this point? Did Scrooge learn the true meaning of Valentine's Day, too?
I guess we'll never know. Farewell and beware this Christmas. Ha 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 ha! Aristocrats. So that was Scrooge. And from all of us here at Atop the Fourth Wall, we just want to wish you a happy holidays. Oh, the other 2 riffers are here, they're just invisible. And mute.